To learn Photoshop, let us know how to start a Photoshop. And after starting and opening Photoshop, let us also see some of the screen layout or the interface of the Photoshop. So you can start a Photoshop in various ways. First of all, if you go to start in your Windows and check around here, you can see the Photoshop will also be listed here, and if you click there, you will be able to start a Photoshop. Or if I open a run dialog box by pressing Windows button and R together, and if I type Photoshop in here and click OK, Photoshop will be started. So what we are going to learn about Photoshop will be same for all the versions. In my case, I'm using Photoshop 2020, and it doesn't matter which version you're using, the screen layout and the user interface will be almost the same. So if you can learn with this Photoshop 2020, it'll be okay for the other versions also. So to start with, you can either start with a new document or you can start with a picture. So for either one of those cases, that is opening a picture or a document, you can go to File, and for opening a picture you can go to Open and you can select a picture. Now if you want to open a new document also, you can also go to File, and if you click here there will be various types of document formats will be there. But now let's go to Print and let's select an A4 size paper, and if you click on Create, it will create a new document. So if we look around, there are some various parts of this Photoshop screen layout, and there are different panels are also there. So let's see them one by one. On the top we have the menu bar, and just below that we have the properties panel. Below that properties panel we have the tabs to toggle around between the different pictures and documents that we have already opened. And below that we have the main workspace area, and in this workspace area we'll be putting all the designs and pictures. And on the leftmost of our screen we have this panel, that is the toolbox. Here, by using all these tools, we'll be designing our art. And on the rightmost we have different other panels are also there. We have the colors and we have the layers. There are some hidden panels are also there. Just next to color you can see the swatches, gradients and patterns. So there will be some other panel might be hidden. It depends on the version of Photoshop that you're using. But the two most important panels that you have to know as a beginner is the toolbox. It should be turned on, and the layers panel should be turned on, because working on Photoshop will be using more often of this toolbox and these layers. In case if you do not have all these layers turned on, you can go to Window and you can turn on that. And if we check around, you can see that the colors are being turned on, layers are being turned on, and different other panels are also being turned on. But let's say if you want to turn on a new panel, then you can always go to Window, and let's say I want to turn on the paragraph panel. If I click there, this extra panel will be turned on, and you can use that. But for now, let's close this. So what you need to turn on is this toolbox and the layers. So in the next video we'll look at the toolbox and check all these tools one by one.